Well, this week, in a 4-1 vote, the Oceanside City Council approved a spending plan of spending $1 million for plans and permits for beach groins as a way to limit the loss of sand and preserve the shoreline.
Yeah, in past years, the Army Corps of Engineers has dredged sand that builds up in the channel of Oceanside Harbor, but that supply has been dwindling, forcing the city to look for other ways to maintain their coastline.
We're joined by Laura Walsh, Policy Coordinator for the Surfrider Foundation in San Diego County. We're really glad that you're here, Laura. I want to ask you, we know that Surfrider is also interested in preserving the coastline, but not like this. Why do you oppose groins? And can you explain to people what they are?
Hi, yeah, absolutely. Surfrider is opposed to these perpendicular structures that sit coming off the ocean, coming off the coast and facing the ocean. They go perpendicular to the shore to try to trap sand. And so Oceanside's idea is put one of these groin structures out into the water so that we can build up the beaches. Surfrider has been involved in these conversations around sand retention since 2019, and we are opposing the decision that City Council made, which will go to Coastal Commission review sometime probably later in the year.
Well, Laura, the sand retention issue has been with us for many decades. I mean, with the rise of civilization, we have stopped the natural progression of sand from rivers all along our coastline. What does Surfrider plan to do, or what does the Coastal Commission want to do to preserve the sand along the coast?
Yeah, in general, we support natural coastline dynamics, right? The beach is a really dynamic place, and putting sand on the beach is actually very complicated. So we like long-term planning that gives the beach space to erode, to build back up, to be a public space that people can enjoy. So in the context of the Oceanside decision, we're really urging them to update their local coastal program. That's the document that municipalities all throughout California can update to account for sea level rise planning in their coastal decisions. And Surfrider does think that in certain instances, relocation from the coast is appropriate, because if you picture Southern California, we're a really highly developed place. We've set it back to the beach, and everyone wants to protect their infrastructure on the beach with this armoring concept with seawalls and riprap that protect infrastructure. Unfortunately, that takes up beach space, and it also accelerates erosion. And so Surfrider wants to see the beach have the ability to actually move back. And another project concept that allows for that is living shorelines, kind of like the dune that some people might be familiar with in Cardiff.
Now, as you know, cities to the south of Oceanside are also against Oceanside putting in these groins because they say that sand needs to move naturally, and that would stop the sand from moving south to their beaches, starving them essentially. What do you think about the idea that dynamics of the coastline, but right now there are already these man-made structures that stretch along the coast, certainly even north of us going into Orange and LA counties, and how things are already sort of disrupted that way? Can you let it naturally go through its dynamics, knowing that it's already kind of been interrupted?
Well, a basic tenet of environmentalism is that when humans try to, engineer something and it doesn't work, there are negative impacts, and we often try to deal with them by engineering our way out of that problem. And I think we do need a bit of a paradigm shift when it comes to sea level rise, because we're trying to basically put sand into a bathtub that's filling, and we're trying to engineer these structures to stop sand, but the seas are rising. You shouldn't keep building in an earthquake zone, and you shouldn't try to keep setting it back to the beach forever if you want to see a beach.
And Laura, if I just want to make sure I'm following your argument correctly, Surfrider's position is not so much development at the beach and to let the waterways be more natural.
Yeah, which is obviously, very complicated in Oceanside. That's why we think the city should go through these conversations in its local coastal program update. You can have those conversations with the community about the trade-offs that you're willing to make as a city, and who are the stakeholders that will benefit. Is it just residents living along the shoreline, or is it the overall public? Right now, with the current groin proposal, there's actually a lot of concern from South Oceanside residents that somewhere in the middle to south part of Oceanside, we might see this localized buildup of sand. But what a groin does is stop sand transport in its tracks. That's how the beach is being built up. So if sand is being blockaded from the north, it's not going to southern beaches. And so right now you see residents from southern Oceanside saying, hey, what about us? When are our groins coming? And Surfrider is really concerned, about that on its face, but also that we'll keep seeing that argument because sand in this area of San Diego, it moves in what's called a littoral cell. So sand is moving north to south predominantly by longshore transport from Dana Point to around Torrey Pines. So if you're stopping sand way up in Oceanside, that's going to mean, more interest in those kind of structures farther down on the beach. And we think that's a problem, especially given the fact that these structures do have negative impacts by creating rip currents and destroying beach breaks.
Laura Walsh, Policy Coordinator with the Surfrider Foundation in San Diego County. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much.